Well, okay. I guess you can stay there. Hello, Automod. Good to see ya. I love greeting Automod and Nightbot, my two favorite bots. Hey, Disaster. What a fun name. Hello, Disaster. Oh my gosh. You know, this is really important what we've got going on today, okay? Because we're getting close to the end of the tournament, and we definitely want to make sure that we thin out the herd, you know? Probably eat a few steaks. Could be vegetables instead. I don't know. We're gonna eat something, okay? So this is the losers bracket. Whoever loses the match actually gets eliminated, and we all feel bad, and then I feel bad forever because I put this on, and then we give them another chance in a future tournament. They sometimes say yes. You know what? Let's reveal the game. I'm the GM, okay? And you know what is great? Yesterday I had a migraine, and today I don't. Like, no! Shentok, you're behind me? No, don't. Anyways, I had a headache, and I really didn't want to give out anything that had too much bad audio. It had some, but not too much. Headache's basically gone, so we're giving away Taz-Mania for the Sega Game Gear. If you don't know Taz-Mania, you are in for a wild ride, okay? Because guess what? These two players are going to have to try to get through this game. They know nothing about it except for the title screen music, which one of them already said that they were listening to it over and over again just to try to make it so that it doesn't affect them. It's not going to work because, yeah, I'd say that like, this comes very close to being some of the worst video game music in history. I would say that Homie D Clown probably beats it, and I'd say that Spiss Pop probably beats it. But then again, Homie D Clown was a DOS game, and Spiss Pop was a one-person developed joke game, which, you know, doesn't make it any less of a game, but when it's a joke, there's a really good chance that the audio was bad on purpose. Good old Spiss Pop. But yeah, Homie D Clown, I think is the only game that has managed to make me feel nauseous by the music alone. And that's a feat. I've never stumbled into any game that has done anything similar to that. Oh my gosh. So good. So very good. Well, I'm still working on getting everything captured. Hopefully we'll have a GM jump in and, you know, save me from myself. Because I chose this game, yeah. Taz-Mania, developed, of course, by somebody. I don't know. I saw a copyright for Sega of America. I don't know who actually made this, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a game that two players are definitely going to have to play today. Luckily, you know, it seems like both of them are going in with high spirits. Zavane was like, every game that I've had for Ku5ogrande so far has had good music. And I'd be like, yeah, there are a lot of bad games out there that have good music. Like, most games have a variety of enjoyable things, you know. There are going to be some things that are bad and some things that are good. Taz-Mania is very notable for the bad music, and I would argue that the gameplay isn't necessarily any better. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on some of this audio here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, see, I was warning you, okay? I was definitely giving you a warning, and yeah, you didn't believe me. Okay, it looks like I do need to do a tiny bit of recapturing, I think, on the left side. So give me 1 second. Don't worry, we'll get this. We'll get this. How is this so bad? This is... Oh my gosh. Can you just imagine some kid who, like, sees this in a store, playing as a demo and being like, Dad, give me that. And the dad's like, no, my child. Wow, I knew you were dumb, but not this dumb. Dad, I want the music. No, child. I chose this. I know I chose this. I know I chose this. I chose it on purpose. Yeah, we'll see if my migraine comes back. I mean, I'm not gonna not listen to this. Just checking real quick. Jakazam and Zavane. Those are our 2 players. Looks like Jakazam and Zavane are ready. Migraine potential tunes, yeah, exactly. No, mine was because I accidentally took a double dose of my ADHD meds. I think that's why I ended up getting a really bad headache. You take this as a sign that I've had a full recovery. I actually feel it a little bit still. I'm doing the countdown, everybody, so spam all of your bad music emotes, slash, if you have anything that's Taz or Australia. Taz-Mania Devils are from Taz-Mania, duh. Wow. Okay, get ready for music. Real, solid music. Ah, there we go. Jakazam taking a death fairly early on. Zavane trying to get through this. The thing is, you have to eat a lot of the food on the way in order to keep your energy up so you can run away from the boulder. Energy management is extremely important in this first area here. Jakazam grabbing some food. Unfortunately, you know, you can only spin so much because guess what? Spinning is also your health. Zavane almost getting hit by the boulder, but managing to get a dash. I think Zavane's going to die here. It's oddly precise, like, how you have to use your spinning abilities throughout this in order to get the victory, but there we go. Jakazam is close to the end. Zavane taking a death right there. This is a classic Game Gear game, and by classic, I mean old. Oh! Jakazam! Almost finishing the area, but walking straight into death. Oh yeah, I missed that headache. It's coming. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. How is it still somehow there? Yeah, spinning his HP, I don't know. A lot of games actually did that where dashing essentially, you know, takes your health down, or specific actions, like some of the X-Men games in order to attack as Wolverine. You know, to pull out the claws, you hurt yourself. It didn't take into account that Wolverine also heals really quickly, but yeah, that's how it goes. Don't worry, we're going to have a commentator step in a little bit, so don't worry too much. Lower the volume of the music? Uh-oh. If it's overpowering me completely, like, I'm very much of the mindset that the music in video games is very important. Beep, beep, beep. You don't want me to suffer alone? Wow. Wow. Actually, that was a real... Can I raise the volume of the music, Amazing Toaster? I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I completely approve of people breaking the rules for how to become a fan. Hello, Mike.
Whoa, I am here. I would say to save you, but it just means we both have to endure through this pain together.
But it's such good music, Mike. So good.
I mean,
Actually,
it's such something. It definitely excels in a sense. Like, it's very extreme music. I don't know if I agree with that, but it definitely excels.
It very much has sounds in this video game.
Yes, there are sounds. They are loud. They are very good at being loud, and they're very good at shrieking. So I don't know if this is true, but what I've heard is that the quote-unquote composer to this game basically just took the audio from the Genesis game and used some program to like just downsample them to Game Gear, and this is what happened.
I hope so. I really, really hope so, because the Genesis music was not good.
It probably wasn't, being an American-made Genesis game.
I mean, yeah, we've had it on Ku5ogrande before, and that one alone is notable for having bad music. Like, that one's infamous because of how bad it is, but this is worse.
Yeah, I think this one isn't infamous just because it's on the Game Gear, and most people have forgotten that the Game Gear exists. And as much as, I will defend, Genesis music and the like, because there is some really good music on the Genesis, even though there's a lot of electro fart too. I'll never defend the Game Gear. Like, the Game Gear has a bad sound chip.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially a Master System put into a handheld system, and honestly, it's very difficult to find any decent Master System music.
Yeah, it's like, I think they did make an FM attachment so it could do music like the Genesis for Master System. And I think the Game Gear is like slightly more powerful than Master System, like it can do more colors or something like that. But that's about it.
I think that's probably it, yeah. This game, by the way, was developed by New FX, published by Sega, but developed by New FX. They also made wonderful games like MTV's Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, for Game
We
Gear.
had that on Ku5ogrande before.
How about Surf Ninjas?
We've had that on Ku5ogrande before.
And then they made a whole bunch of NBA games.
I mean, to be fair, for Lend Me Your Ears, you could just have all Game Gear games, and it would work. You just pick a game from the Game Gear pile
just
and be like,
randomly draw, yeah. Well, I guess this is what we're done. We're done here.
Yeah.
Ow. Only one person got any credits with this game as well, Max Sinor, who was the producer of Barbie Beauty Styler.
I mean, that's brave to put your name on the credits for this game.
Yeah, nobody else would.
Yeah, so I will say this. Both players are making really fast progress in this game. Jakazam is already on stage 3, and stage 2 is basically a stage full of cheap gotchas and one-hit deaths.
Yeah. This snowboarding section is so good.
Yeah. But the thing is, even though this game is not long, like, I think if you know how to play the game, it's like 10 to 15 minutes. Not even in a speedrun, just if, like, you know how to basically play it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't control well. Like, there's tons of cheap hits, and then there's the music, which alone makes it Kuso.
The music is so bad.
Yeah. So even though this is short,
kind of fine, maybe a little bit delayed, but
yeah. And even though, like, one of the players will probably beat it, like, it's still going to take them a while just because of all these cheap gotchas.
Yep, there's a lot. By the way, there is lore to this. I do have the manual, and I will share a little bit of this with everybody. Don't worry, they were just buffering real quick. We'll do a refresh for the streams later on. So, it's a Taz tornado. Zoom! Here comes Taz with a short fuse and gigantic appetite. The headstrong superstar is spinning across Taz-Mania in a fast blast snack attack. He's rushing to find the lost giant seabird egg to make the world's biggest omelet. Taz whirls like a cyclone to wallop the bush rats, Francis X, Bush Lad, and a load of enemies. I don't know what this means. Francis X Bush Lad? What a crappy name. Okay.
It sounds Warner Brothers. That's about all I can say.
Yeah. He spins, leaps, and skids on ice. He jumps on logs and whizzes through mine shafts in a runaway cart. Taz gobbles everything. The hungrier he is, the wilder he gets. Not true in this game. The deader he gets.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I guess wilder as in, like, he becomes feral and just needs food, but it's not like he gets more powerful. I think if you're low enough in health in this game, it's been a while since I've played, but you can't even spin because the spin takes up your health.
Yeah. I mean, you have to plan your spins, because if you don't spin in certain areas, you're just going to die because of the boulder chasing you. So it's not just, you don't want to spin, it's that you don't want to spin, but you have to. Oh no, Jack is on to platforming.
Yeah, so if there's one stage that's really going to kill players a lot, it's this one, because this is ice physics and precision platforming. Yeah.
Oh, this is a good game. I love that with the hat on, he looks like he's got a single eyeball. I mean, it's cool. Oh, he got frozen. That's not so good.
I didn't know you could actually spin out of those, so that's actually pretty helpful, but yeah, it just drains your health so fast.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that either.
That is a pretty big advantage to have, though. So she might clear Jackson might clear the iceberg part faster than we'd expect.
Oh, actually, the manual tells you spin to break out of the ice cube. So, yeah, I did give them the manual because I'm a nice... No, never mind. I'm gonna stop right there.
I mean,
how many lives
I don't know if nice
to
counts if we gave them this game. So here's the funny thing. I remember when Ku5ogrande gave this out, because this game was like the third or fourth reroll. And so this was kind of like the round one nuke of Kuso 4. You watched this game and you were like, you just couldn't stand it, and you like never wanted to see this game again. So what compelled you to give it out?
Because I always want to see this game again. Mike, you have to understand. Never mind. I'm not
what you say and what you actually want are two different things.
Basically, in the moment it hurts, but afterwards you're like, it's like a roller coaster, okay? Because you're absolutely terrified and getting destroyed, getting nauseous during the whole thing, and then afterwards you're like, let's go again. Let's get right back on, baby. Yeah, and that's what this game is. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and now that I know what to understand, it's not as scary.
It's not as scary.
No, I know when to put my arms up and when I need to grab onto the handholds, Yeah, the second level especially is a roller coaster. Look at him go. Good job, Taz.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so
nice.
Both players on to stage 3, although Jackazim has the advantage because she has cleared it before.
Yeah, Zavane has been doing really well, though, at figuring this game out. Now, honestly, I'd say that out of these two players, Zavane may have seen a little bit of the game. I didn't think that would necessarily help, especially if it was a long time ago that he saw some of the game, because it's kind of brutal.
Yeah, I mean, it was at least a year and a half ago since we last had this on Ku5ogrande, and if all you remember is just the music, then that's not really going to help much, except maybe prepare your eardrums.
Yeah, by the way, this level that they are on is literally Iceland. Yeah, this is the country Iceland. Just FYI.
Oh, wait, it's actually Iceland.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Jakazum read the manual, and that's really helping a lot. Yeah. Slick ice, and Taz keeps slipping on it. Jump from one frozen chunk to another frozen chunk. You could call it an iceberg, or... Yeah,
she might clear this stage really fast. Zavane, not aware of being able to spin out of the ice, which is which is really killing him.
Yeah, honestly, whenever you fall into water, get frozen or anything, even if it looks like you're just going to be dead, you need to try pushing buttons. Of course, it's not obvious if you haven't read the manual. It's very easy to.
Favorite song, Rosencha?
What?
Here's your favorite song.
Favorite song. I even let Justin listen to this before the match started. I was like, you have to hear this song.
If I remember correctly, you need to make the stalactites fall on the monster?
Yeah, I think. I don't know how. Oh, no! Game over for Zavane. Let's see. Jakazam is probably looking at the manual. Taz is trapped in an ice cave with an abominable Iceman. The ceiling of this dismal creature's cave is loaded with icicles, and the floor is pitted with steam vents. Move close to the Iceman to get his attention, then step backwards to get him to follow you. Do spinning jumps near the icicles to trigger the steam vents from below. If you make the Iceman step into the spurting steam vents, you'll be free?
Sure.
I'm not sure I believe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Grumpmeister is the one with experience in this game, and he's confirmed what the manual has said, so. I think Grumpmeister has actually speedrun this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Why?
I mean, only someone with such a pedigree as the CDI Zelda games would, speedrun a game like this.
Oh, yeah. Beep, 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 beep. By the way, I do like that it does come with the usual warning. I suppose they put this on every game. Be sure to take an occasional break during extended play. What would you consider extended play for this game? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, really. This Taz game is just so engaging.
I love that I gave them the manual that explains what they have to do in this area, and I still don't know how to actually get it to work.
Yeah. I think Jakazam triggered it once. So I would say she kind of has a handle on it, except it's not happening.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
She did.
But
oh,
why?
you have to bump the icicles?
It makes no
kind
sense. It makes no sense.
This is kind of where I stopped playing the game. So I was testing this a bit for Ku5ogrande, and then Corndan busted it out round 1 of Ku5 and then I just never went back to it.
You're dead, Jakazam, baby.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you.
This is pretty valuable time for Zavane, though, because he's been significantly behind, and this gives him time to catch up. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if he's going to figure out how to spin out of the water, and if he doesn't learn how to do that, it might be hard for him to catch up.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be impossible, but yeah, it'll be hard. Because we did give them the manual and I have it pinned there, they do have it open or available to look at if ever needed, and for this stage it would definitely be helpful. Although the flying is a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. So I have to duck out for a little, but I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
All right. Thank you, Glitchwitch, for the 2 years that you've been around as a sub. That is fun. Oh, Zavane! Oh, poor Ice Cube monster. Oh. Okay, breathing. Okay, this music is what I would say is like an aggressive, really annoying train that for some reason just beeps most of the time. Beep, 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 beep. See, that's how this music goes. Yeah, the icicles definitely are being a bit of a jerk. Then again, this Yeti just is being a bit of a jerk, not really wanting to come after Jakuzan, I think the big thing is that you need to lure it a little bit more to the left. Oh, there we go. Oh, Grabby Hands, he's coming. Oh, Grabby Hands is dead. There we go. Let me go ahead and refresh both of the streams so we are as caught up as possible. As you can see, Jakuzam had a lot of fun and died. Good job. Oh. One of those things sounds like an Amber Alert. Oh my gosh, it kind of does. Correct, Deep Shock. Jakuzam is definitely in the lead at this point due to her making it past the Iceman, the Yeti, and getting a little bit through the next stage. Zavane has yet to see the Yeti. Hasn't seen it Yeti. Yeah. Okay, this is so amazing. Like, I love that Taz-Mania, the Taz-Mania Devil's sole motivation in all cartoons is basically he wants to eat. You know, cartoons, you don't need complicated motives like Steven Universe. No, we don't need that. If Steven Universe was about a boy who liked to eat, heck yeah, crank that up to 11, let's go. He eats everything. Oh no, he ate Pearl. How could you do that? Well, you know, I prefer the cartoons with simple messages like rabbits are jerks. There's a message. Cartoon lessons, okay? I like that Codeman is saying that there's a Master System version of Taz-Mania that's completely different from this. I completely believe it. 100%, because, I don't know, with some of these licenses, like RoboCop, they just made 50 bazillion different versions. You know, Taz-Mania for the Super Nintendo is some weird it looks like it's one of the car racing games, like, what do you call Ridge Racer? Sort of like Ridge Racer, except that you're eating birds. Then the Genesis one is a platformer, the Game Gear one. This is a platformer, but very different. I don't know. Jakuzam through the snow and on to Iceland. So is Zavane. Now, hopefully Zavane is able to realize that you can spin out of the ice cubes, because, like, that is the one thing that is giving Jakuzam a significant lead. Like, she's playing well otherwise, but I feel like if Zavane learned that, it would start getting a lot closer. Oh no, the fish! Unfortunately, Zavane ate the fish and died.
Yeah, so when you eat something in this game, you're forced to eat it. Like, there's no way to cancel it.
Yep. And if you don't know how to unbecome an icicle, or a cube, unbecome,
it is possible.
Right word.
It is possible to do this without falling, but it's very difficult.
Yep. Well, I think that the last times that we had people play this and beat it, they did it without falling into the water because they didn't know about spinning out. Zavane, no! Oh my gosh! Beep, 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 beep! Beep, 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 beep! Oh my. Do you think this is what they play when you go to hell?
Yeah. Yeah, this, oh, I think Jakuzam beat the, yeah, she beat it. She's actually making great progress. She might not only beat this, but she might beat this in like half an hour or so.
It's technically possible, yeah. Jakuzam is doing like ludicrously great. Not a death up to this point, which is huge going in because these levels. Oh, wow. Thank you, telephone. What the crap? Why would they just put a really loud ringing sound in the middle of this? I hate this.
I mean, at least you're not deceived that it's an actual phone, mainly because we've moved on to cell phones at this point.
Yeah. By the way, this company, the company that made this eventually became part of Electronic Arts Chicago. Yeah, so congrats. Congrats to the people who worked on this for becoming part of EA and then pretty much moving right out of that onto a different company, Robomoto Incorporated, that made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, Pro Skater HD, Tony Hawk Shred. They made some Tony Hawk games, as well as a Hunger Games game. What?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's
There's
like
a Hunger Games game?
Oh, it's a
mobile
game. Yeah, it's one. The treasure run or whatever it is. It's that, but with Hunger Games.
Oh, so it's like one of those endless runner games. Got it.
Jakuzam is getting really close to beating this game. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this is like yesterday with
2 or 3 more
Dragon.
stages? Oh, someone beat Tag and Dragon?
In 8 minutes, Mike.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Luckily, I had told him, hey, if you beat it, go back and play through it without dying a single time. So, we still had the rest of the match. But yeah, one person beat it at 8 minutes, and the second person beat it essentially at 59 minutes and 50 seconds. It's just 8 minutes. It killed me. It killed me, Mike. I'm like, how do you do this? How? Yeah, and right now I'm sort of facing that same thought with Jakuzam. This is way better gameplay than I could have expected out of anybody.
Yeah. I think what really helped is her figuring out that you could spin jump out of being frozen. Because that's really what kills people.
Yeah. Oh, I love all of the music in this. Why are there walking Taz eating plants? I assume their sole diet is Tasmanian devils. They're not really attacking anything else. Didn't eat that propane tank, just eats Taz. Very, very specific biology over there in Taz-Mania. I feel like we need to go to Yahoo Answers because I have a lot of questions about Taz-Mania. Okay, I see one here. Hi, my name is Taz-Mania. I want to recover one password. And then they put their email in there. It's my girlfriend's. It's her birthday. Oh no, they put all of their security question answers in the message there. Oh. Someone replied, just click the forgot your ID or password link. That's all you have to do. You don't need to put all of your sensitive information in a Yahoo's Answers post.
Oh my God. Yahoo will never cease to amaze.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? I need 4 facts about Taz-Mania, Australia. Please? Thanks. They should be facts that someone moving there would like to know. Thanks. So here we go. 1. There are 2 passenger and vehicular ferries traveling to and from Tasmania. Spirit of Tasmania 1 and 2 depart Melbourne nightly, taking approximately 10 hours to reach Devonport. Well, that's a very boring fact. Okay, Summers are mild, with any hot periods rarely lasting more than a few days. Winters are not excessively cold, especially compared to places at similar latitudes in the northern hemisphere, thanks to the sea's moderating influence. All you have to do is say that it's not too hot, not too cold. Despite all the ice that you're seeing on the Zavain screen, okay, that's Iceland, okay? I don't know how Taz-Mania, the Tasmanian devil got there, but he's in Iceland. Okay, 3. Hobart has the second lowest rainfall of all Australian capital cities. That's so boring. Tasmania has 4 domestic airports. I don't care. Oh, apparently it was named after Abel Tasman, the Dutch explorer. How would you like to be named Tasman? Hey, my name's Abel Tasman.
I don't know, that almost sounds like, what's that song? Is it the Jazz Man? No, the Scat Man.
Bit of the bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
My name's Abel Jensen Tasman, Dutch seafarer explorer and merchant, best known for my voyages of 1642 and 1644, when I was in the service of the Dutch East India Company. I was the first known European explorer to reach the islands of Van Diemen's Land, now Tasmania. Aha, Fiji and New Zealand. Oh, so basically he was the first European to New Zealand and all of those areas over there. I know that, like, Captain Cook also was one of the first people to go to areas down there. Pretty sure he, like, died, though. I don't know. Well, I mean, they all died. This guy was from the 1600s. He eventually died.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they would have all died eventually. Yes, that kind of goes without saying.
Yeah. He actually, in his will, when he died, he left money to the poor in his village. Aww. Some people in the 1600s were actually decent. I mean, he probably killed people too, but because that's what you did in the 1600s, you know? But hey, leaving them 25 guilders, I can appreciate that. Good job. Oh no, Jakazam is on the final level!
Yeah, this has the potential to be a really short match. Did she even die that much in the last stage?
Oh, this isn't the final level? Never mind, I'm wrong. Second to last.
Oh no, the final level is the one with the bird, and yeah, it has more green in it. But she is really close.
I think this is the one with the bird, right?
Grumpmeister says there is one more after this. Yep. Okay, the pause screen even says so. And the Toe would know because he was forced to play this game for Ku5ogrande.
Aw, yay. I don't recall the bird. But yeah, this is probably Jakazam's last life. No one-ups left after this. Jakazam has learned the power of jumping and using the spin in order to get to high, difficult-to-reach places. I think that's actually required in this level, so it's good that Jakazam is taking that into consideration. Good. Now, I do know that there are some really annoying jumps, but Jakazam made one of the more difficult to figure out jumps. Very nice. Oh, the Toe runs this game as well. Well, thank you for picking it up, I suppose. Yeah, I like this boss music.
Choo Choo C. OMG, is this a song or a sound effect? The answer is yes.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be music. In theory,
the answer is just yes.
You know, some people have written papers about whether or not this is music, and it's inconclusive. So, oh my gosh, okay. Okay, I found that the guy who discovered Taz-Mania left essentially... How much was it? 5,000. It would be about $2,000 to the poor people in his town, which, hey, that's a pretty good amount. Good job.
Wait, is that 2,000 in today's dollars or 2,000 in those
2,000 in today's dollars. Like,
okay.
It's like, you know, he made a hefty donation to GDQ. That's essentially what he did with his will. I mean, it could be worse.
I mean, that's better than a lot of colonialists.
Yeah. I just love this music.
I like how your relationship with the music of Taz-Mania is just the perfect example of Stockholm syndrome. You initially hearing Taz, I hate this, I can't stand it, and now the second time around, I love this music.
Very mixed feelings about the music.
No, admit it, you love it.
Yeah. I mean, I love that it exists. And this music I could actually listen to for a long time, and while I would probably go nuts, I'd be laughing the whole time. It would be a very joyous type of losing it, you know? And then I would probably, like, become a train. That's how I live, you know? I can't remember where you're supposed to go in this level. It's so dumb. Because Jakuzan has tried to go to the very top right, which feels like it's where you're supposed to go, but it might be the very top left.
Okay, the toe is saying top left.
Aha!
Bass boosted Taz-Mania Game Gear soundtrack. That would do nothing because there is no bass in this game. It's all treble.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a Genesis game right here.
Yeah, it's not an electro fart, it's an electro shriek.
Oh my gosh, it's like the ghost of the Genesis came to haunt us. And all the bass was buried in the ground, never to be heard again. I just want you to know that the beeping is very important.
It's important to the lore of this game.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Zavane has made it to the boss.
Now
probably going to die at least a couple of times because the boss makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, Zavane is using his brain, but unfortunately this boss is not doing what Zavane is sort of expecting. Yeah, he definitely hasn't taken any damage. Jakuzan falling! Oh!
Well, Toe said Jax got to jump to the left. She did try jumping to the left, but she fell a long way.
Yeah. Zavane would definitely do a lot better if he read the manual. And unfortunately, he did not pay... He may have looked for basic control information, but probably didn't look at information about individual levels. That's the thing, like, when I was a kid, whenever we got a new game, you know, I was super excited. I rather than wait for my parents to finish shopping, I'd run to the car and just hop in there, open the game, and read through the manual. That was like the rule in the 80s and 90s. You had to read the manual because there was often really crucial information. Jakuzan is unfortunately out of spins and is probably gonna have to die. Yes, the runners are not allowed to be in the chat here, so they should not be hearing anything that we say or reading anything that we say. Oh, there goes Jakuzan. I think that's a game over. Oh, that is a big setback, but still, Jakuzam is firmly in the lead.
Yeah, and I think, like Grumpmeister said, she is likely to complete the game in her next attempt. She knows how to consistently clear the first 4 or 5 stages. She knows to spin out of the being frozen, which is huge, because that stage is ridiculously difficult otherwise.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, remember, when you are given tools in a Ku5ogrande match, you need to use those tools. Like, yeah, if you were doing home improvement, the game, there are lots of tools in there, and you gotta use them all. Tim Allen, he's just... Or I guess Tim Taylor in that game, yeah, or that show. I guess it was a show, right? anyways, Zavane is moving on to the snowboarding section. I'm glad that, like, both of the players have really figured out the first few stages and how to get through them without taking too much damage, so that's good. Occasionally, this minecart level likes to squeak really loudly, and it hurts my ears. And I'm not sure why, but I don't know. So, Mike, you have played a good amount of this game before?
I've played it up to the first boss and couldn't figure it out. I didn't give myself a manual, so that definitely would have helped. But yeah, it was definitely something I was eyeing for Ku5ogrande, and then Corndan just busted it out because he had like something like 3 or 4 rerolls. And so, you know, and when you have that many rerolls, you know, you just gotta bust out the big guns. or in this game, the big freak.
The thing is, usually
the big sonic weapon.
Yeah. Usually we leave a lot of the disastrous games for later on in the tournament, but you never really know what you're going to get in Ku5ogrande, and later on you might get something that feels a little bit more like a softball, or early on you might get something that feels like it never should have existed. You know, but GMs tend to be a little bit more on the conscious side of, do I want to give this out early or late? It's just that when we get angry at people because they vetoed too many of our games, we start getting nasty.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just love how that fish is absolutely bait for people who don't know how to spin out of the water. Like, did they specifically think about mechanics they could use to trick people who didn't read the manual? Maybe that's their copy protection right there. Yeah!
That's like some DOS level copy protection.
I know, right?
I could see it.
Like,
I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Zavane Close made it to the boss very quickly. I wasn't paying super close attention whether he died or not, but like I don't think he died too much to make progress this fast.
He died just once, yeah. On the snow level, the snowboarding level, took a death there.
So he has a chance to catch up, but he has to figure out how this works.
It's just so illogical.
It is, and he's kind of getting it by like hitting those stalactites, but like he has to hit them at the right time, and that's just what's so confusing.
The right time in the right place, yeah. And
yeah.
I don't know if it's pixel perfect, but you have to be lined up somehow. Yeah, come on, grabby hands. Come on. Just imagine he's Alf. Yeah. Don't grab him. Oh, Grumpmeister is saying it's not too tight. Well, it still doesn't make sense. Okay, Jakuzam onto the fun level that for some reason has telephone noises on occasion.
Yeah, old-timey telephone noises.
Yeah, not like modern. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Flappy Taz.
Flappy Taz.
Yeah, not wrong.
Oh no, my sister already has a headache. Yeah, my headache was mostly gone before this match. It's kind of like poking its head out, being like, hey, do you really want me back? Please don't, stay away. And then the telephone rings.
Yeah, this could not be helping your headache at all, Bro Sencha.
Oh geez, I'm like a million times better than I was yesterday though. Like after the match, I think I fell asleep for 3 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. And then Justin made homemade bao.
That sounds good.
It was so well. Okay, the first ones were a little bit more like gyoza than bao. Don't ask.
I mean, gyoza are good too. I'm not gonna complain about gyoza.
Oh, they were still really tasty, but the second ones definitely had a lot more of the bready texture to the dough, and it was so good. Hey, Jakazam managing to get back to the jungle. Apparently you can spin through that, the toe. I somehow looked away right at that moment, but good job. What kind of food am I talking about? BAO. Bao. It's food.
Yeah, it's food. It's
basically steamed bugs.
I don't know if it's Chinese or Taiwanese, but yeah, it's basically. But it's basically a dumpling.
Yeah, just a little bit breadier than a lot of dumplings, and yeah, you stuff it. A lot of the times they put like sweet pork or barbecue pork or some chicken. You put meat in it and then you eat it. Yeah.
So, odd a bit. No, this is not a DOS game, although yes, the frame rate would believe you to think that this is a DOS game.
Yeah. It feels like a DOS game from the 90s.
It does. Especially the jungle stage.
Do I have a link? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Justin definitely put it on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. I'll retweet it for people so people can see the delicious stuff I ate. Oh, I love this. This is a lot of fun. Ah! The music! Okay, stop. Here, I post a picture in chat so that you can go and see the bow. I post it right there. It's been posted. Definitely a little rough looking, but oh my gosh, for a first time,
they
were
good.
So good. Yeah, I got to wrap some of them as well. The trick to making those is definitely after you wrap the meat inside the dough, letting the dough rise a little bit more, about 20-30 minutes, and then you're good to steam. If you don't do that, it turns out with more of a texture of gyoza than bao. Yeah. Okay, Jakazam, on to the climbing level. I think Jakazam knows where to go this time and has enough health. Hey, Zavane is on to Flappy Taz. Last life for Zavane, though. You don't want to die quite at this point. I think Zavane is probably taking a look at the manual right now just to see if there's anything important. So everybody knows Jakazam is currently in the lead on the second to last stage. Zavane is 2 stages behind. Jakazam could definitely win it on this set of lives. If she doesn't, that actually opens the door quite a bit for Zavane to catch up and possibly take the victory.
That is true. It is worth noting that Jakazam actually died, I want to say quite a few times in the jungle stage, and so there is a non-zero chance that Zavane can catch up.
Yeah.
But I really think it has to be this attempt, because even though technically he can make progress very fast in this game, it would be very difficult.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now that we're talking about food, I'm hungry. I'm like Taz.
I actually had food right before this match, so I'm good for at least another couple of hours.
I'm gonna go feral!
You're gonna go bear. You're gonna go wild like Taz. Oh no! Almost makes it to the end, but slams into the wall. Okay, he's really gonna have to hoof it this attempt.
Basically, Jakazam has to just keep going. If she manages to get to the end of this stage and beat it, then that is essentially well, I mean, she could beat the final boss. If she manages to do that, then it's locked. She's done. She takes the victory. Zavane just needs to rush and do his best. Like, if he dies here because of the stupid boulder that's chasing him, hitting reset and just getting back into this as quickly as possible would be a good idea. The game's not long. It's just that it's punishing for any deaths.
It can kill you really quickly, too.
Yes. Beep, 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 beep.
So how are you supposed to make it up to the top? Oh! As soon as I asked that, Jakazam.
Zavane, yes! Okay, Zavane made it. Jakazam went the correct direction. Just, I think, one more jump. Nope, maybe two more. Nope. Oh, no! Go all the way to the left, Jakazam! All the way!
No! I'm pretty sure that was the exit.
No,
you dropped down to the
drop
left.
Down there. Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Okay,
boss,
this is final stage. Was that music score 53%? 53% deafness, Karaz? Because that's the only way I can imagine 53%.
Yeah, you gotta go get
it's
the
been a while
bird's egg.
since we both played this game.
That's the whole story of this game. Go get the egg.
Yeah, I think Taz really wants to eat this egg. I think that's the entire story.
Yep, that's basically the only part of this story. Just gotta go get an egg. Jakazam unsure where to go. Oh, unfortunately, the little... I think that was
pink
a baby
mouse?
bird, but maybe it was a pink mouse.
I think it's a
that
pink
bird
mouse.
Is angry.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much, if any, food in this level, so yeah.
Well, yeah, there's an egg. You want to make the world's biggest omelet. That's the whole goal.
It looks like you want to spin as little as possible here, just to preserve health.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, we've had people beat this game in matches. Apparently, the two people who played it beat the game when we had it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Jakazam complete it. I wouldn't be surprised if Zavane does on this attempt as well. Like, as soon as you get past the ice stages, it's a little bit more playable. Like, not great, but not the worst.
Jakazam has really good health right now. She could beat it this attempt, possibly.
Yeah, as far as I know, you don't have to kill the bird, right?
No, I think you just have to eat the egg, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen this game, so I could be wrong.
The egg! Jump up! Oh, no! Yes!
Oh, no.
Taz got the egg!
Is this GG? I think it is.
GG!
Yep. She beat it.
Oh, that is scary. Jakazam manages to beat the game. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful experience we just had.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and invite, if you want, go ahead and invite Jakazam in so that we can chat a little bit as the rest of this keeps going. And everybody, your reward for seeing the game beaten is that there's no sound on this screen. The devs knew. They knew. I'm letting Zavane know that he can still beat it. I would love to see a double completion. Okay, there we go. Zavane is hopping into this. So Zavane is also doing audio. I'm going to turn... Well, okay, maybe he's not. It's so quiet in here. Hello, Jakazam.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on your victory.
Thanks.
I'll go ahead and play other music so that everybody can sort of get that previous music out of their brain. Because, oh, it is something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that music was not great.
no.
I mean,
To
you're
say the
being very
least.
generous calling it music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and talk to me a little bit about this game. What are your thoughts overall? The gameplay, the mechanics, anything with this?
Well, first of all, I think it would have been impossible without the manual. I really appreciated that the manual actually told you how to play the game. That one level with the abominable Iceman or whatever, how could you possibly know that you're supposed to do a spin jump next to an icicle to make fire come out of the ground?
I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I think that the last time that we had this, people didn't have the manual, but somehow managed to figure that out. They might have had the manual.
Yeah,
I can't recall.
I think there was a clear, or
Wow.
even two, the
Both
last
of them
time we
cleared
had
it.
it.
That's impressive.
You still beat them, though. You still got a faster time than them. So, yeah, I do think that some of the things in this game are just so obtuse and don't make sense. And really
Yeah,
having the
for
manual
sure.
helps out with that a lot. Yeah. Okay, so besides that, what else? Were there any good aspects in the game? Anything bad that really stood out?
It's the the flying level when you had to flap your wings. It was like mash the 2 button, but it wasn't consistent at all with like when it would actually recognize the press. So sometimes I was trying to flap my wings back up and I just kept dropping. I'm like, no, just fly.
Well, that's
And
fun.
and then they're expecting you to dodge things during that. I can't even flap consistently. How am I supposed to dodge something at the same time? But
Well, we
thankfully
have
they have
not
those
one,
awful
but two
sounding
Taz.
clouds.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We have not one, but 2 Taz runners in chat, so maybe they can answer your question.
I should probably open the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, what are they saying there? Zavine, same pattern for the bubble rats. What would a Taz task look like? I don't know. Grumpmeister says it's not consistent, so you're just right. Okay, there's
Yeah.
no consistent way to do it. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was a lot of just trial and error too. A lot of just memorize which path is the right path, when things are gonna come up, what you should do at what point. Like a lot of things, there wasn't really a ton of time to react to things.
Yeah. By
Yeah.
the way, Zavane, I think, had a severe handicap because you definitely looked at the manual. I don't think Zavane did for at
Oh,
least a
no.
while. He did not know that he could spin out of the ice cubes. So every ice cube falling into the water was a death for him.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, in fact, Mike was watching and he's like, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't.
And he's played this before. So that's the thing. You read the manual. If you're from the 90s and you get the manual, you read it. Because
Well,
it
I
helps.
did that with that one Daffy Duck game, and it still didn't teach me how to.
Mike, all you do is you hold B. That's literally what you do in any video game to run, okay? You gotta try holding buttons and pushing left and right. That was a really funny match. Yeah, considering that you still somehow almost took the victory there, it was a little nuts, Mike.
Yeah.
But eliminated because the manual didn't say anything about running.
Yep.
So, Jakazam, I'm wondering, are you playing any other games these days that are being fun? Any modern or old games that you're going through, whether speedrunning or casually? No, Zavane, no! Is that a game
Yeah,
over?
so he barely clipped the end
Oh no.
and then just fell off. Because Taz-Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really playing. I haven't been streaming too much lately. I've been meaning to get back into it. I just haven't done it.
Okay.
But I've been kind of hooked on Hades and playing a lot of that.
Oh,
not on
Hades is a
really
great game.
good.
Game's too good.
Yeah, I need to
Okay.
play a little bit more. I played a lot before release, and then I forgot to actually go back to it.
It's addicting. I play it pretty much every night.
It's really good, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I definitely need to get back to playing it. Lately, I've just been doing, like, offline, I've been playing Satisfactory because I just want to make a factory. And is this a Hades chat, Author Blues? Of course Author Blues shows up and starts talking about Hades immediately. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been making a factory, and it's been fun. And then whenever anybody sees my factory, they're like, "Are you okay?" Because it just is the biggest amount of chaos. Justin's like, "I don't know how you can play this." I'm like, "I know where everything is. I know where every single conveyor belt goes." Okay, and he's like, "It doesn't make any sense." I'm like, "Well, it does to me." That's all. That's all that's needed for when I am doing any kind of factory game. Hades is not a factory game, though. You don't build any buildings as far... Well, I mean, you can do some improvements, I guess, home improvements. You're like Tim the Toolman Taylor, okay? Go and make some improvements to the underworld. It's good. Oh, well... Okay, we are just about to the end of the match. I don't think Zavain can finish the game, but this is his last life. If he dies, we'll go ahead and end the run here. We'll give him a tiny bit of mercy. Honestly, I didn't think, though, the level with the river was too difficult here. Like, yeah, the stupid Taz-eating plants are really annoying to deal with, but eh.
Yeah, this level was tough the first time through, but once you knew what you were doing with it, it wasn't too bad. That temple level was mean, though.
Yeah, the fact that you had to go to the left, like the top left, in order to finish the stage, it's just unintuitive.
Yeah, I was like, alright, I'm gonna go right, ran out of level. It's like, alright, I'm gonna go upright, and then ran out of level.
I'm calling it. Zavain died on the log level, made a good push, but unfortunately did not get past. That is okay. That is time for the match. Yeah, Jackson, you can stop playing now. Okay, I'm inviting Zavain over. Oh, there we go. Hello there, Zavain.
Hi.
Hey. You know, you had some really good pushes through this game, and honestly, you know, on that last continue, I think that towards the end you were starting to get pretty low on time. I'm not sure you would have been able to complete it at that point, but the final push was a really good one.
Yeah, I think what my huge mistake that really cost me was not reading through the manual properly. I did not read.
So Jackazam had an advantage over you because she read the manual, and so she knew to get out of being frozen by spinning, and that let her clear the iceberg level much faster.
Yeah, and also I did not see the correlation between icicles and flaming geysers.
Well, that's because you're a human being with logic. That's not really your fault.
Yeah, when you're dealing with Ku5ogrande, you know, there's some very big imaginations in video games, and apparently icicles causing flames to spurt out of the ground. I don't know if that was in a Taz cartoon or something. I doubt it. They just were very, very creative. But yeah, Jack is...
I mean, yeah.
Oh, Zavain, there's another thing that you missed for a long time. I'm not sure if you ever figured it out. When you turn into the ice cube in the sliding level, you can actually get out of it. You don't have to.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know. I skimmed through the manual, and yeah, did it say in the manual that you can do that?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, yeah.
Thankfully.
My
because
bad.
Yeah, I wanted to figure it out.
No, it's okay. You never really know how useful the manual is going to be, but oftentimes there are little hints and such. Like, the frustrating thing about that hint is that it's in the middle of a paragraph, so you actually have to be really paying attention in order to catch something that's going to be useful. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily your fault. It's just the way that things go sometimes that it's easy to miss things, and picking up on the small little details that could help, that is really helpful at times. But I enjoyed watching this. Zavane, what's your overall judgment of the game, from 1 being the worst to 10 being the best game? Where would you put this one?
Oh gosh, I mean, I'm nice, so I'll give it a 2.
Okay, how about the music? How would you rate the music?
Oh, I mean, it was mentally draining, I'll say that much. That would have to be a 1.
Mentally draining out of 10, a 1. Okay.
I'm kind of shocked you didn't go into negative numbers.
Yeah, well, I'm nice, I'm nice.
Such a good guy. Jakazam, where's your rating for this game?
It was actually not terrible. I'll give it a 3.
Wow, that is very generous, very kind of you. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably more generous than your rating of Balls 3D, so.
Oh yeah, no, that's the bottom. That's as low as it goes.
See, I told you this was better than Balls 3D.
You're right.
Okay, so Zavane, I'm sad to say you are out of the tournament, but for your first year, you did so well. Like, honestly, it's been impressive. So remember, hit me up sometime on Discord for your $20 worth of games on Steam. If you're not in the US, I can send over a gift card, and so that you can get that. Also, Rift Tracks Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny is the movie that we're giving out, so please let me know so I can get those sent over to you. Otherwise, we got to put words on your headstone, so any last words?
I think this will be fairly fitting. Always read the manual.
Always read the manual. Wow, a useful epitaph.
Yeah, let it be a lesson to the other Ku5ogrande runners.
Yeah, that's if they get the manual, but
yeah,
yes.
Big if, but sure.
If you're given a tool, use the tool. Zavane, thank you so much, and thank you, Jakazam. Mike, I appreciate you joining me for commentary. All of you, take care.
Oh, no problem. It was fun.
We've got another match coming up, so yeah, kick back, relax, and see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. Everybody, I'm so happy. It's a good day. This has been a fantastic match, and we've got 2 more. Before moving on over to the next game, though, big thank you to all the people who have subscribed and who are supporting the channel. Remember, we're giving everybody who plays in the bracket will receive prizes, and we're giving over $2,000 worth of prizes this year. Everything that you do to support the stream really helps me cover those costs and frankly catch up on some of those outstanding bills. So thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and run to a quick ad, and then we'll be back with our second game, which is also an ear-disturbing masterpiece. Stay tuned.